You're tuned in to my man, DJ Erick and La Mezcla.
Saludos, 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 saludos. Hello and welcome to el show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla. You already know what today is. That's right. It's Happy Hump Day, baby. Hello and welcome. That's right. That's how we do up in here. All right. So as you already know, we have a special guest lined up for you. You are seeing the flyer of the guy that we have as our guest right now. Okay, so I'm about ready to bring him in. Are you ready for him? I hope so, because I know that Rosa Pagan and Angel Ramos are logged in and watching to see my special guest. He is on the Jaguar driving around, and it's Flaco Navaja. Everybody, let's give it up. What's going on there, brother?
How are you, man? I'm doing really well, thank God, man. Aquí in not so sunny California because it's been raining for the past week or so, but I'm not complaining because it's not freezing.
You're not complaining because it's not freezing.
Exactly.
See, and you
that's not me rubbing it in either.
And that's what I was about to say, because you're rubbing it in because it's freezing over here. That's all I'm saying. Qué malo que tú eres. Mira, big shout out goes to Blanca Diaz and Shakira, who's lying. Her hips are lying too much as of late. I'm just saying.
They don't lie.
They lie. They're flapping around lying is what they're doing. So what you doing, brother? How you been?
I've been very well. I've been living the last and we are super happy that we did. We love
Espérate un momento. Wait a minute. Because you're kind of like chopping up because you're driving around. You said that you're living and then it is what it came out.
The last couple of months, I've been living in Southern California.
Really now?
My wife and I decided to make the move, and we're absolutely loving it.
Nice. You know, let me ask you a question, because I think all right. Now, I know you've done cameo appearances on TV in various shows. All right. But I believe I saw you recently. I want to make sure that I got this right. I don't know if it was Blue Bloods. Were you on Blue Bloods?
Yeah, I was.
How long ago was that recorded?
That episode we shot 2 years ago because it came out in last year's season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was last season. And it was a great time. I had a great time shooting that episode.
Okay. Now, of the cast, who did you get to meet?
I got to work with Donnie Wahlberg.
Okay.
And Steve Sharippa, who was a big Italian dude.
All right. So again, all right. Let me wait for. All right. You're breaking up. Okay.
Steve Sharippa. Did you get that one?
Yeah, that part we got.
And then the last, the other person, her name was Bridget Moynihan. I think that's her name.
Yeah, that's the daughter of Tom Selleck, the DEA.
Exactly.
The assistant district attorney, rather.
She interviewed me in a courtroom.
Right, right. Big shout out goes to Ilia Lopez, Mildred Rodriguez, and Alicia Garcia. Diane
Hola,
de Jesus, Yvette del Valle, who's watching Flaco Navaja. So, all right, all right, now, I don't know the girl's name, her actual name, but she's, not Danny. God, what's his name now? I can't remember. The youngest brother, Danny's younger brother.
No, I didn't work with him or his partner at all.
See, she's my future ex-wife, and she just doesn't know it yet. All right. So, but did you enjoy the show?
I did. They treated me very well. I had a couple of scenes, so it was a bit more of a meatier role, what we call a guest star role.
Okay. And right now,
so it was,
okay, so it was a guest star role. It was a guest star role, and that's all we got.
Yeah, it was a guest star role. But it was a great time. I had a great time.
Awesome. Saludito va para Aníbal Flores, que nos está viendo directamente desde la Isla del Encanto, Puerto Rico.
Vaya, que viva Puerto Rico.
That's right. So, yeah, y él está por allá por trying to remember the town. Ay, Dios mío, and I always say it too, and I forgot it right now. But he has a restaurant, so whenever you go to Puerto Rico, you got to hit his restaurant up and tell him that I sent you. See, he's frozen again. Hey. You there?
I hear you.
All right. Well, the thing is that we got to try to get you to stay stationary for a moment because that freezing part is... Yeah, we keep getting cut off.
Okay, I'm going to park right now.
All right.
I'm almost to my neighborhood.
Oh, okay. So you should get some real serious good Wi-Fi soon.
If I paid the bill.
Oh, I thought you were just hogging it off of your neighbor's Wi-Fi with the rabbit ears.
Pues
so,
sí.
So dime, what do you have in plans as of like in the upcoming future?
So I.
Okay, you're freezing up again.
So I just.
You just. You just.
I just wrote a one-man show.
Yeah, that's another thing. Thank you for bringing that up. You know, the crazy part about that was I wanted to see the show. Unfortunately, I was not in the country. I was on vacation, and when I got back, the one-man show had just ended. So I never got to see it. So now I'm glad that you brought that up. Is there any possibility of you bringing it back for another run?
Well, we're talking about that.
Okay.
And we're trying to figure that out. The goal is to do a run at some point and somewhere in New York City. But right now, what we're doing is traveling with it.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a
So
good thing.
the next stop is in the summertime. We're going to Ann Arbor, Michigan,
Okay.
and then October we're doing San Diego, the La Jolla Playhouse,
Okay.
and then hopefully there's an international festival sometime next year in Chile. So yeah, it's received very well.
Nice, nice. Well, we got to bring it back to New York City, man, the mecca of the world.
That's it, brother. So the name of the show is Evolution of a Sonero.
Okay. And how did that title come about?
It's kind of the story of my life, you know. So it's not just a one man show. It's kind of like a one man show. So it's me with a band, and I break down the structure of a salsa song, and I use that as a metaphor for my life. So each
Okay.
section is a story of my life.
All right. So,
Intro, verse, bridge, mambo. I see. And then I sing songs. So it's kind of like Frank Sinatra in Vegas, except it's Flaco Navaja in the South Bronx.
got it. Okay. And now, besides that, do you have anything else that you might be going into?
I'm planning on trying to finally record my album this year.
Okay.
And
And
then,
I'm guessing it's
and then, yeah.
I'm guessing it's going to be salsa.
What's up? Yeah. Salsa, but it's salsa through the Flaco filter is what I call it.
So you're gonna be singing salsa, but no cursing, no cussing.
Well, I curse. I think it's more like the Flaco filter isn't clean per se. It's more like I'll be singing salsa, but I'll be doing spoken word poetry as well as hip hop and things like that. That's what I mean by that.
Ah, okay, all right. Well, we have a viewer here. Elia says, "Welcome to the show, Flaco. Just to let you know, I saw your show in New York. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it very much. You are awesome. I was hoping to get an autograph, souvenir, or something. Looking forward to your next show."
Thank you. I appreciate it much. And it means a lot to me that the show was received well because it's such a personal.
Okay. Now here's another question. I know you're breaking up again, but just to let you know, we also have Jose Rivera watching the show, el show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla, live from New York City, here on this wonderfully cold Wednesday evening. On the your show that you had here in New York, my question is, do you do like the meet and greet at the end of the show with the customers that go see the?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I try to get out of the dressing room as quickly as possible so I can say hi to people that come to the show. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's
That's
not
awesome.
like I don't do like an official meet and greet that's like set up per se. I just
Okay.
try to get dressed and make it out quickly, you know?
Got it. Got it. Well, the one thing that I know that's for sure is that when you get back and you have the show here again, I'll definitely be here, and I definitely want to see the show.
Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. You know, I'm blessed to be able to work with a group of talented musicians. My band, the Razor Blades, and yeah, they make the show awesome. without them, it would be just another one-man show. Whereas this is a theater piece slash salsa concert. You know, so
all right.
mix of it all.
Well, quickly, give us some of the names from the members of the Blade.
Absolutely. The Razor Blades are on piano, the one and only Carlos Cuevas, who is a brother from Venezuela, and he is a super duper talented musician, arranger, writer. On bass, the one and only Waldo Chavez. He is from El Salvador and has played with everyone and is an awesome guy to be around. Trombone is my brother Omi Ramos from Puerto Rico, also plays with everyone and is an amazing musician, and he has his own group called Trombeats, which is like Latin jazz infused with hip hop, and he's an awesome trombone player. Percussionists are Victor Pablo Gaitian from Puerto Rico. He played timbales and minor percussion, also like an electric drum pad with some sounds and stuff like that. Okay. And then my conga player is the one and only Gabo Lugo, also from Puerto Rico, also an amazing producer. He actually produced one of Tego's hits. I forget which one it was. Okay. But he produced one of Tego's tracks, and he's a crazy, awesome conga player. So yeah, that's my band. Small group, keep it concise, and they sound like it's 20 musicians, even though it's only 5 of them.
Nice. So let me ask you, how did the name, did you say Razor's Edge?
Razor Blades.
Flaco
Navaja.
Oh.
Flaco Navaja and the Razor Blades.
Uh-huh.
So it's just a play off of my last name.
Got it. Saludito va para Heidi Angel, who's watching, M. Yvette Torres, Kiova Elisa Reyes. All watching
Saludos.
All watching el show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla. Ilya says, yeah, I saw the timbalero. He was great. So true. I'm telling you, you got a viewer here that saw the show live and in living color. She came up to me telling me, you got to see this show. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go see it. But I'm thinking I'm going to get a chance to see it when I got back from vacation. And when I find out it is done, I'm like, no, Flaco, what you doing to me, man?
Yeah, we did it for 2 weeks at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater. And then we sold out 5 shows at the Pub Theater.
Nice.
Which is a very prestigious theater.
Sweet. Saludito va para Daniel Roman. Say again?
I said, so is the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater. I don't want it to seem like the public theater is more important than the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater.
Got it.
That's home. PRTT is home field for me.
Well, so is the Boogie Down, brother.
That's it.
And you know what? Many, or if not everyone here watching the show right now doesn't know this, but I actually know your brother.
Yeah.
That's how far we go.
My whole
back.
family.
Yeah, the whole fam. And real quick, I just want to go off script for a second, but how is everyone doing?
They're doing well, thank God. Yeah. I'm the youngest of 5. I have some awesome siblings. My parents are doing well, still in the Bronx. I have a brother out here in California. Hector's in Santa Ana. My sister Lilium is in Los Angeles, up near Hollywood. Yeah, so everybody's doing great, thank God.
Cool. And Eddie is still in the Boogie Down.
Yeah. He is working for the Board of Ed, and he's a guidance counselor. He's doing very well. He has two
Nice.
beautiful children.
So I should go see him because I need some counseling. Big shout out.
We all.
Yeah, no, but I need it badly, brother. Big shout out goes to the Puerto Rican redneck Andy Garcia, Vicky Rodriguez, who's on the check-in here on El Show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla. To everyone watching, I'm going to flip the screen for a second. To everyone watching the show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla, don't forget, hit the like button, hit share. Also, if you'd like to call in, speak to Flaco Navaja right here, right now, call us live at 914-968-6499. The number again, 914-968-6499. Just to get to talk to Flaco Navaja, ask him some questions, kind of like how I'm going to ask him this one question. If people wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
And follow me on social media at Flaco Navaja, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Flaco Navaja. In the next coming months, I'm going to be launching a new website, my first ever, and that'll be the hub where you can get merchandise, information about my upcoming events and shows, also all my acting information, my reels, and things like that. So I'm working on that right now. But yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Flaco Navaja.
Okay, so here's a question that I got a few questions to ask. Number one, your family.
Mm-hmm.
How does your family feel about you pursuing this career, even though, as far as I remember, when you were a kid, still in grammar school, you were starting off with it since grammar school? That's how far I remember you starting it, because you were serious about it, like really hardcore, starting since grammar school. So how does your family feel about you pursuing this career now?
I think it's a source of pride. I think early on they were afraid. I mean, and as any parents would be, this is a very difficult industry to be a part of. So when your child says that they don't want to go to college, they want to be a poet and do theater and poetry and things like that, they're like, no. So I think there was a moment when I moved out and didn't necessarily ask for anything, and I was kind of able to maintain myself. That was a clear indication that I was onto something.
Right.
And then when my parents started to come to my shows and saw the reaction of the people, and to see that I was actually good at what I want to do, and that this is something for real and not like this pipe dream, they kind of let it go. And now at this point, I'm in too deep. There's no turning back.
Yeah.
So, but they love it. They get a kick out of it. And I remember the first time when I first started going by the name Flaco Navaja, I was still living in my parents' house. I got a phone call for a gig, and they asked for Flaco. And my mom, I remember overhearing my mom answer the phone, and they're like, "There's no Flaco here." I'm like, "No, mama, that's for me. That's for me."
I thought you were gonna say, pero which one? Pero hay muchos flacos aquí.
Exactly. There we were asking. But yeah, so then now they love it. I give them a call. I let them know if I'm going to be on TV. They record it. They got a bunch of stuff that I've done. Every time there's a newspaper clipping or something, they'll let me know. They let their friends know. It's really cool.
Awesome.
I have the support from your family.
Sweet. Now, out of the people you've worked with in the industry, it's a two-part question.
Okay.
In this first part, singer-wise, who has been the artist that you have worked with that I guess I could say that you admire, and that you could say that you've worked with, and I guess feel honored that you've worked with, or proud that you've worked with the person?
Yeah, I mean, I've been blessed throughout these years to have been able to work with a bunch of really amazing people, my contemporaries, my colleagues, and then some people that have mentored me or been super inspiration. And the one on the top of that list in terms of singers has been Ruben Blades.
Okay.
Uh, First of all, my name is Flaco Navaja. The way I got the name Flaco Navaja was because I was a kid. I used to love that song, Pedro Navaja. And one time, my best friend's father saw me singing that, and he said, "Mira, este es Flaco Navaja." And then years later, when I went to do my first poetry open mic, that name came to me, and I was like, "Oh wow, Flaco Navaja, that's cool." Boom, and I wrote that name. So that name comes from the song Pedro Navaja, written by Ruben Blades. My first inspiration as a singer was Héctor Lavoe. His most famous song was El Cantante, also written by Ruben Blades. For it to all come full circle, and for me to get the opportunity to meet Ruben and then become his friend and have him call me up on stage at Lincoln Center in front of 6,000 people, that was a dream. So he has been a constant inspiration. He's a person that I can pick up the phone and call, and he'll give me a straight answer in terms of what his opinion is, in terms of what I'm doing. And yeah, so Ruben has been an amazing inspiration. And then in terms of my contemporaries, I feel like I'm blessed to have come up in this generation. And a lot of people kind of say that salsa is on the decline, or it's dying, and I disagree. I come from a school of salseros that are all around my age and younger that are killing the game right now. What's happening is it's just there are all these other factors involved in terms of why they're not selling out arenas, why we're not, on this crazy mainstream. But my favorite singers, Papote Jimenez.
He's my buddy.
I love him. Big shout out to my brother, Jeremy Bosch. Young brother, he's a flute player, and he's one of the singers of the Spanish Harlem Orchestra, and they just won a Grammy in the American Grammys for Best Tropical Album.
Yes, they did.
And he's a great singer, man. Like, the dude is voice, amazing flute player, and he's in his own right a great songwriter, and his own solo project is really taking off.
Is he? Wait, hold on 1 second. Hold on, wait, before you continue. Is he related to Jimmy Bosch?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I have that same question, but I don't think so. I think I would have heard otherwise. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And who else? My man Gilberto Velázquez, Don Sonero.
So
right now, one of my favorite groups, and this is a special shout out that I got to check out. And I think they just released a single yesterday or the day before that.
Okay.
FSU, Funk Salsa Urban. They're a group led by my brother, and also a member of the Razor Blades, trumpet player by the name of Chris Sanchez, and the Bastard brothers, Richie.
Oh, what happened? You froze there for a second. Try to bring you back in. Uh-oh. ¿Qué pasa? There we go. Richie, what was his name?
Bastard.
Okay.
Richie Bastard from the Gran Combo, his 3 sons. And they're amazing dancers, and they play, it's their name is what they play. Funk, salsa, urban.
Nice.
Check them out.
Nice.
You should have them on your show.
Definitely. Give me the hookup, and then I'll definitely call them and get them on.
I will. I'll text you Damien Bastard's number after we get out of here.
Cool.
But they're killing it right now. and they have a full band. It's an amazing sound. They do some covers, and like they salsify a Bruno Mars tune that's killer. They're just great. So there's a generation right now of salseros that are really maintaining the tradition, but also being innovative and adding their own spin to things. And that's how we keep the music alive, is by respecting the tradition, but also maintaining the innovation and maintaining the progression of things, because we are a sum of our influences. So I'm not I my style of music is gonna reflect all the things that I listened to growing up,
Right.
which is why I kick rhymes in the middle of a salsa song, because I love it. I started my career as a spoken word artist, so why would I shy away from those aspects of my artistic personality when I'm doing one thing? Why not just put them all together? And that's what I do, and
Right.
that's what a lot of us are doing.
Which is kind of like what people say, like in baseball, stick to what got you to the game. Don't shy away from it, because that's, if it got you to the game, it got you there for a reason. So you should stick to
Absolutely.
it and keep it going.
Absolutely.
Saludito va para Jose Fajardo Jr. and Virgen Rosas, who's watching the show. All right, so you answered both of my two-part questions. Here's another one for you.
Okay.
Well, it's not so much of a question, but how are you with improvising?
I've gotten a lot better throughout the years.
Okay.
And that's just something that it's a skill that you continue to develop. You know, I remember when I first started, I was afraid, or not that I was afraid. When I first started, I wasn't polished. So I knew what I wanted to do in my head, but I didn't have the technical capabilities of doing so. So now that I've been singing for some time, I'm getting better and better. And it's a matter of confidence. It's a matter of building your vocabulary. One of the best advice I ever got was from Herman Oliveras, who is one of the best soneros in the world. And he was like, read the newspaper in Spanish. Read the Spanish newspaper. Watch Spanish news. You need to develop your vocabulary, because you have to have a list of words to choose from when you're improvisando.
Right.
So I think I'm getting better, and that's something I comment about in my show. Here's a snippet. It's like, besides the mastery of each section of a song, you can't be a sonero without a profound knowledge of a very essential musical element, la clave. The métele a Google translation of the word clave is password, code, key. It's the password that unlocks the swing. It's the key that opens the door to the flow. Only a select few soneros of each generation have been able to break that code. I am not one of them. Not yet, at least.
Nice. Big shout out goes to Eddie Boysen, who's in the check-in. He's the unofficial mascot for the New York Mets. And I know that you love the New York Mets as well, because that's the hat that you're going to wear next time you're on the show.
Now, I got to give a shout out to this brother. This hat right here, you can't see it because it's all black. It's all black on black. But it says Arte o Muerte.
And then you got the Puerto Rican flag on the side.
And that's my brother by the name of Serrano. Wonderful visual artist, and this is his hat.
Nice. All right, so now
he gave me the hat. This is a hat that he made.
But you guys still give him a shout out, though. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, is he located here in New York?
I believe so. I think he's in between New York and Puerto Rico. He travels a bunch.
Okay. All right. So now here's another one.
He handed me this hat at the Puerto Rican Day Parade 2 years ago.
Oh, sweet. All right. So here's one for you. Of the artists, singers that you have not worked with yet, who would you love to work with? Who's your dream artista to work with that you have not worked with?
I would love to do a track with Calle 13, with René, Residente. Also, man, there's so many.
But the one that you are.
I'd like to do something with Mark Anthony so everybody can stop comparing us.
Yeah, you know what's funny because I remember you were at a spot in the Bronx where I was DJing at Mon Ami, and somebody actually asked you something about it. I don't know if you remember. I can't remember the question so much. I don't know if it was that, are you guys related or something along those lines?
Yeah, I got that all the time. If I had a quarter for each time someone told me that I look like Mark Anthony, I remind them of him, I'd be rich. It used to bother me when I was young and insecure, but now there's a lot worse people to be compared to.
Yeah. But right about now, él no te reconoce, or do you think he remember you?
I don't know. I never met him. I'm
right.
sure that if I do meet him, he's gonna be like, "You're that guy that everybody's always telling me about," because we're 1 degree apart. You know what I mean? The separation is. I actually just missed him at a club in Los Angeles a week before. I was so there's a Boricua singer out here in LA called Angelo Pagan y su son Candela.
Okay.
And they play every Wednesday at a hotel in Beverly Hills called the Sofitel. But last year when I was visiting LA before I moved here, they were playing at this spot in Hollywood called Viva, and I went to sit in with them. The week before, Mark Anthony shows up and he sat in with them. I just missed him. The week I went, Huey Dunbar was there from DLG,
right,
ex-DLG member. And it was cool to see him, and we kicked it. I hollered at my boy Pachanga Luis Guzman, and he came to see me, and it was great.
And speaking of him, you know where I saw him just this past Sunday? I saw him on the show Shameless.
Yeah, I heard. That, I mean, in terms of actors, he's an inspiration as well. I mean, his career dates back as long as I've been alive. His first job was in the film Short Eyes in 1977.
Wow.
And he's worked ever since. I think he's had at least 1 job per year since 1977. Imagine that.
Look at that.
That's over hundreds of credits.
Yes,
He's
it is.
Constantly working.
And working with known actors is not no chippy choppy type, stuff that he does.
Bro, not to drop names or whatever, but I literally had a phone call with him because he heard about my show.
Okay.
He called me and left me a voicemail like, "Hey, I heard about your show. I want to talk to you about it." I call him and he's like, "Yeah, I'm in New Mexico with Ben Kingsley, Sir Ben Kingsley."
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow. Big shout out goes to Billy Crespo, el artista Billy Crespo.
Billy Crespo is, why do I know that name?
Él ha sido corista para a bunch of different artists. He's now a single artist also.
Is his son a baritone sax player?
Negative.
No. Okay.
Negative. His son is still a little kid.
Okay. He's gonna be a baritone sax player.
There you go.
I said it here.
Flaco Navaja says it, and so it shall be written, so it shall be done. Big shout out goes to Marilis Salazar, que está viendo el programa directamente desde somewhere in New York. Big shout out to my brother from high school, Mr. FDNY himself, Richard Batista.
Vaya. What high school did you go to?
Cardinal Hayes.
Hey, up Hayes.
That's right. And if you went to Hayes, you would remember, you would remember, as always, Sundays church. That's what I remember most of all. Billy Crespo says his son loves the congas.
Nice. Cool.
And for Eddie, the cowbell man, he says, espérate, let me see. He says, what's happening, DJ? Thanks for the shout out. More cowbell. You need more cowbell in your life. Yes, you do.
I got a fever, and the only medicine is more cowbell.
That's it. That's it. So, all right. So, all right. What about movies? Actor-wise, that you've worked with, that you enjoyed your time with, and what actor would you like to work with? So it's a two-part question.
Absolutely. Besides Luis Guzman, I did a movie with him, and he was amazing, you know? And that was the beginnings of our friendship. That movie was called Fighting with Terrence Howard and Channing Tatum. So I'd love to work with him again. The coolest actor besides Luis Guzman that I got to work with was Jeff Goldblum.
Really?
Yeah. He was so cool.
Mr. Fly, Mr. Mosca?
Yep, I did an episode of Law and Order, Criminal Intent with him.
Okay.
And this is an example of how cool he was and why I feel like he was just a special actor. I got there. I'm a young actor, dude. You know, it's not like I'm this star. I'm drug dealer number 3. You know what I mean? And I'm getting my microphone put on. And my scene is with Jeff Goldblum and this other young lady. I remember her name. So I'm getting my mic put on, and in comes Jeff Goldblum, and in his hand, he's holding the script pages up, and I glance down, and I see my name written real big on the top of the page. And he comes straight up to me, and he goes, Flaco Navaja. That's a really cool name. How are you? And I was immediately disarmed. Wow. You know, like he didn't act like I'm the shit and you know, you need to know. He went totally straight up to me, introduced himself, shook my hand, and then for the rest of the time I was there, it was fun. He was funny. He just was really cool. He was cool. I got to work with Dennis Leary.
Oh, he's one person I would love to meet.
He was cool, bro. He treated me very well. I did a show called Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll. And I played a funny hip-hop producer. And it was a great time.
Sweet. And
he was like, before we shot one scene, he was like, you remind me of someone, one of my friends. And then I was like, who? And he's like, no, I don't want to tell you. I'll tell you tomorrow. I'll tell you tomorrow. I don't want it to mess with your head. I was like, all right, whatever. And then the next day when I'm leaving, he goes, hey, remember when I told you that you reminded me of one of my friends? And I want to tell you. I was like, yeah, who was it? He said, you remind me of a young Chris Rock. I was like, whoa, that's cool.
Have you ever met him?
Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Once. I did a movie with him, one of my first major films. I got cut out of the movie. But yeah, I met him briefly. It was very quick, though. Like, we didn't talk, you know?
Okay.
Big shout out goes to...
Go ahead.
He was directing the movie, so he was, like, very focused on work. It was real quick.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, big shout out goes to Evelyn. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. I want to make sure that I catch it both. I don't know if I can't remember right now, pero happy birthday to you. So, Flaco, can you wish Evelyn a happy birthday?
Happy birthday, Evelyn.
She says, meow, Flaco, it's been forever. And, y también dice Eddie, the cowbell man, he says he got to hang out with us at City Field. Well, Eddie, we're going to have to wait for that to happen because right now he's living in L.A. He's hanging out with the Vatos Locos.
When you come play the Dodgers, I'll be there.
Oh, man. Then I got to fly over there too then, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, all right. Here's the thing. I'm going to put you on the spot. You mind if I put you on the spot?
Sure.
All right. Cool. Of the how you started off your career, right? Mm-hmm. Of the things that you've written and performed, which one comes to mind that hits you, I guess you could say, home to the heart, which is closest to your heart, that right now you're going to be able to give a little something to the people that are watching the show right now?
Okay.
And why?
Valentine's Day is tomorrow. That's the why. I admired my wife's sexy, mischievous smile from afar for over 5 years before I actually met her. In person, that is. Not on Facebook. Smiley face, poke, poke. I'm talking face to face. Finally able to look into those big, beautiful, sad green eyes. Eyes big like the moon. The type of eyes that's seen enough for 10 lifetimes. And tell you the truth, I'd just be happy if she spent some time in my lifetime timeline. Souls intertwined and smiles. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Wow. Espérate. Como que yo también estoy inspirado aquí, espérate. So, para todos los enamorados que están... Para todos los enamorados... Yeah, because, hold on a second. Para todos los enamorados que están escuchando eso, mira, don't try... I think he has that copy written, so you can't take what he already wrote. Dímelo.
My wife transformed my life. You know what I mean? She's a mother of our 2 little beautiful baby girls, and she's an amazing esthetician. So I didn't know what an esthetician was, but an esthetician is a skincare therapist. She does facials, waxing. She's a wellness coach. So I'm actually 57 years old, but look at my face.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're 57 years old. Yeah, okay. If you're 57, then that means I'm 87.
Yeah, diablo. But yeah, so big shout out to my wife. Follow her on Instagram. Enid Wellness. That's ENID Wellness. WELLNESS. Enid Wellness. For all your skincare questions, she has products that she sells. Her focus is all organic, natural, and vegan products and services. She's amazing.
No, we're going to have to get her on the show too then.
Yeah, it's cool.
Definitely, I'm serious. We'll make it happen.
Absolutely.
Big shout out goes to el bachatero Giori, que está en sintonía con nosotros. Yeah, so now, all right. Now, I know it's been a few months that you've moved to L.A. Do you miss anything of New York?
Puerto Rican food.
Okay. That's about it, really? The Puerto Rican food?
For now, yeah. I mean, I've also been back. You know, I've also been back and forth. I miss the rhythm, the vibe of New York. But it comes to a point sometimes that you kind of need to
slow the pace down.
I got to an age where I needed to make a change.
Yeah, slow the pace down a bit.
Slow things down a bit, set roots in a place where I can raise my kids.
Yeah. That's true. I actually agree with you on that one. I can't deny that one. And what have you enjoyed since you've moved to LA? Besides the weather. Yeah, besides the weather. I knew you were gonna say the weather.
It's something interesting about driving and looking up and seeing like snow-capped mountains. So just like the visuals, the nature of it all, palm trees, it feels very tropical almost. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying just being able to go to the playground and have conversations with other parents in the playground and set up play dates. And it's just a different life, you know? I don't feel that having my guard up all the time. Like, it took me a while to get used to people saying hi to me in the morning. People saying hi, and I'm like, what do you want? I got nothing for you. I don't got nothing for you.
Yeah, because you're used to.
Now I'm like,
hey, can you spare some spare change?
You know? Pero now I'm. It's just a different style of living, and I'm enjoying it.
Good. Evelyn says that there's a Puerto Rican chef who makes food there in California, but we don't know the name though. She didn't give me the name and where.
Okay.
So
there are two spots that I need to visit. One I already have, and it's in North Hollywood. It's called Mofongo, and it's pretty good. And then there's one in a city called Hawaiian Gardens, and it's called Senor Big Ed. And they follow me on Instagram, and I gotta go check them out. It's a Puerto Rican and Mexican restaurant.
Now, is the guy Big Ed kind of big? That's the question.
I would imagine.
Now, I'm guessing because with a name like that, then ya que ser,
he's
no?
an enanito.
Yeah, little Napoleon, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so let me ask you this one. Of everything you've done, from singing to acting, performing live on stage, which one of those do you feel more at home at, or do you, I don't want to say prefer, but
Good question.
Would you, I guess, which one do you like most, I guess?
I feel the most in control when I'm on stage singing salsa with a band.
Okay.
I feel the most comfortable and the most able to express myself. However, film and TV pays a whole lot more.
No, well, yeah, definitely.
But I enjoy them all in different ways because it's so very different. Mm-hmm. Doing a play, like my one-man show, is awesome because it kind of puts them all together. I'm acting, I'm doing monologues, I'm playing characters, I'm singing, I got music, it's all that. So it's a very interesting feeling to do a whole show by yourself where it's just you. I mean, like I said, I'm backed up by an amazing band, but it's up to me to drive the whole story. And it's a whole new feeling and an experience for me. It's exhilarating.
Okay. Well, Evelyn sent me the info on the chef.
Awesome.
His name is Chef Miura, M-I-U-R-A. The name of the place is called the Rican's Food.
Okay, I've seen that. I've seen that online, I think. I'll look him up.
All right. So that...
I think he's my boy, actually.
He's actually on Instagram, so you could just look it up, the Rican's Food.
Okay, cool.
All right, so there's that one. So thank you, Evelyn, for that info.
Thank you.
What advice would you give the youth of today or anyone who is interested in wanting to do what you do?
I would say go for it. You can't do anything by sitting at home. I would say read as much as you can. Read books. Find authors that are like you, or that speak to
Yeah.
you uh, from that same environment. Also, write. Write your stories. We all have a story to tell, and no one's gonna hear it if we don't tell it. We have to stop leaving the control of our stories in the hands of for lack of better words, white people and other people that aren't of that are looking from the outside in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens. That's why we are portrayed the way we are in the media. That's why we're portrayed the way we are in films and TVs, because we're not the ones writing it. We're not the ones in control of them.
Right. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Richard says, hey, we have something in common. I worked with Dennis Leary on Rescue Me.
Awesome. That was a great show.
Yeah, yeah. Dennis Leary is one that I you know what it is? I have a sarcastic side of me, and that's my natural way of being, I guess. And I relate to him a lot. And I just love the way he is, and he does it so effortlessly, you know?
Yeah.
And it just comes so natural, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, me deja loco. So that's why I'm like, I like to meet him in person just to see what he's like. Is he anything like that, like how he does his character or characters?
I mean, I didn't spend that much time with him. I know that he treated me very well, and he was very nice to me, and our scenes together were a lot of fun. But that's all I know.
Okay. Because I was actually as an extra in a movie with John Leguizamo.
Okay.
The one, and actually at that time I was DJing over at, I don't know if you remember, the Wild Palm.
Yeah. I've never been, but I remember hearing that spot.
Okay, well, it's no longer there, but that was a spot that I used to DJ at, and it was there. What's the name of the movie? I don't want to say The Contender. Diablo. I'm gonna have to get back to you because I can't remember. It's been so many years.
The boxing one that he did was.
Yeah, that's the one.
I forget what it was called. I know
Colin something or the other. He was the one of the co-characters there.
Cool.
Ay, Dios mío. Well, yeah, that's the movie I'm talking about, the boxing one that he did.
Awesome.
That was so many years ago. I can't even remember the name of that damn movie right now. But anyway, yeah, so, I mean, you know, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, the DJ Erick en la Mezcla. You know, like I said, this show is being transmitted live right now on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope. It's live on the TuneIn app. So it's all live on all these platforms. So, I mean, since it's on Facebook Live, I actually shared it on your page. So if you want to go back to it, you could see it on your page. What I'll do is later on in the day, when I save the YouTube feed, I'll send you the link on it, so that way if you want to, you know, take a look at it, share it with whomever you want to share it with, you know, you could do
I'll
so.
definitely share it on my pages. As soon as I get upstairs, I'm already parked in my underground garage right now. And
that's por eso yo que te quería hacerte esa pregunta. Tú estás en la Baticueva.
Exactly. I made it to the back cave. And I'm about to head upstairs and kiss my little babies.
Nice.
It's a long day of work.
There it is. All right, so my man, listen, I'm not going to hold you up any further. I want to say thank you for being on the show, the DJ Erick en la Mezcla. Next time you're here in New York, you got to let me know so we can have you here in studio, which is a lot better.
Awesome, brother. I definitely will. And I'll keep you posted with my show. As soon as I find out if we're doing it in New York anytime soon, I'll let you know.
Yeah, and not only for that show, but anything else that you're going to be doing, let me know, and, you know, we'll have you on again like this, even if it's for 5 minutes, you know, and we could, you know, blast it out.
Sounds good, brother. I appreciate you.
Definitely, man. Eso, aquí de corazón. That's all you got to know. And you know we go back.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Go back to the Catholic school days.
That's right. St. Simon Stock
That's it. Solid as a rock. Simon Stock.
There you go. All right, my man. Listen, again, thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you here soon in New York and then here in the studio. So, but we'll definitely keep in contact. You know, let me know what's happening with you. And
I will, man, and I'll send a text with the Bastar brothers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. Do that. And actually, I'm going to call you probably tomorrow at around the normal time that I called you yesterday. I think it was that I called you.
Okay.
Porque I'm going to tell you about it on the phone. But anyways, we'll talk tomorrow. Be well. Blessings to you and the family.
Thank you, brother.
Le manda saludo, beso y abrazo a todos ellos.
Absolutely, I will.
All right, man. Thank you for being here.
Man.
All right.
Vaya, mi gente. Gracias.
All right. There he was. That was Flaco Navaja live here on El Show de DJ Erick en la Mezcla. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you already know. Como todas las cosas
You're
buenas.
listening to the sounds of...
Okay, como todas las cosas buenas se tienen que terminar. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a show. And as always, remember, que Dios me lo bendiga a todos, and we'll see you here next week, God willing. Take care. Bye-bye.
And that's all, folks.